Yeah, we're gonna have a real talk today. I'm wearing the Winnie the Pooh shirt that my mom got for Christmas for everybody. Wearing this Sprinkler World shirt or a hat. It is a vibe. I got it at Desert Art Industries. I worked there a couple of years ago for only like a month or so, but I just have like a special feeling for the place now. Like my empathy for the workers. Like I was talking with this one person, and at Desert Art Industries, I think you can work up to like 2 years, and you have to go find another job. And I was talking with this lady who is the cashier, and she's like, I just want to keep working here, and I told her I'd pray for her, but and her name was Cheryl. So shout out to her. She finds this somehow down the road. But yeah, it's just like God has bigger plans for your life, and we have to focus on Him. We have to listen to Him. We have to make space for Him. We have to pay attention to the things that He preaches and teaches to us in different ways. I think of like times in the scriptures where some king has a dream to like help lead their nation in the future, like Pharaoh having the dream about like the fat cows and the skinny cows, and all the skinny cows ate all the fat cows. Like, I don't know what's going on, bro. And it's like this power that transcends like life as you know it, and it's God of the universe, Heavenly Father, literally like reaching down and like putting something in your brain or something to help you keep going. Up to this point, I've had visions and stuff put into my brain to help me get to Utah. And now I'm having visions and stuff put into my brain through scripture study and stuff. As long as I make time for this and stuff and everything else, and Book of Mormon and stuff too. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I make time for it. And he's like, all right, bro, I know you want it. So it's like, boom, vision, boom, here's this. Have this dream about. I had this dream pretty recently where I saw myself when I was like 5 or 6 years old playing soccer, and it felt so real. I just saw my innocent self running around, and I literally like I had to cry. I cried in the dream, and I felt the tears. I felt everything. I lucid dream all the time, so I can like fly and do whatever I want. Basically, I can like imagine stuff and it appears and stuff like that. And it's kind of crazy. I think it's something I've developed more over time. I dream almost every night, lucid dream most nights. I've had times where I dream about something and then it happens. That's always interesting later in life. And I've also had times where I dream about something and it gives me some perspective. And sometimes, I mean, it's just sort of like the Pharaoh's dream thing. It's like sometimes you think it means one thing, but it actually means something else. It could also have multiple meanings. So I'm just vibing, grateful for the Sprinkler World hat, grateful for the friend that was willing to drive me there. And those people that like meet you where you're at, like at your energy level, it is beyond me. Like, I think I've just had so many times in my life where I'm at this level, I'm like here or wherever, or I'm like in this super playful wherever thing, and somebody just is not willing to meet me there, and that's fine, or they like shoot it down. And now like all I get right now is like these amazing cool experiences, and there's just so much joy in my soul, but I just can't express like I can express maybe like 15% of it, like because I'm just doing life, I'm doing other stuff. But it's humbling because like when joy is not expressed or love is not expressed, and get really stressed out, really wound up, and everything else. And yeah, dude, God called me out like at least 7 or 8 times yesterday, which is a good thing. I need to be called out. I need to be chastened. Like the Lord loves who He chastens. So he really does. He's like, I am going to make sure that you know how much I love you based on all these different things. And I know all the experiences you've had. I know every single person you've ever reached out to. I've prayed with thousands of people at this point. So it's like, He knows all that stuff. Just people on the street, other stuff. He knows the exact number. Like, He knows every single person. He could just pull it out just like that. It's like this crazy thing where like He puts people in your path and you are there for them. And then like 2 or 5 years down the road, they're there again just to kind of remind you like, yeah, like that was real. That was not fake. That was a real thing. And it's sort of like when the Israelites got closer to like where the promised land was, they had some experience like, hey, don't forget what I did for you back in Egypt, dude. You guys were getting treated so bad and literally were going nowhere. Your future was this. And then Moses comes in, swoops in like an eagle, and says no to living the high life. and he gets used as the vessel, and it works out. There's highs and lows, there's temptations, there's everything else, and works out. Yeah, I kind of had a moment similar to the Israelites where, Moses goes up to talk to the Lord and gets like the gold, the Ten Commandments, right? He comes downstairs. I'd say downstairs, but he walks down this mountain. I'm sure it took a long time. And he gets there, and the people are corrupting themselves. That's what it says in the Bible. And they built up this calf. Like, they didn't know where Moses was. They had all this pent up emotion or whatever, and they just burned all the gold rings, whatever they had. They made this calf and they worshipped it. And it's humbling, dude. We live in a world with golden calves everywhere. And I wish to goodness gracious that someday I would have the technology and the ability and the reach to say maybe like 10% of the stuff going on in my brain every day to like wake people up. we are running out of time before Christ comes back. And I feel it like very strongly. And I've never felt it so strongly in my life. And we're going to have people that are going like all over the place. We're going to have all kinds of crazy stuff. We're going to have like, we're having like super high level business people have crazy experiences with God and stuff. I mean, there's this dude that I used to watch his videos, and he specifically said like, I don't know, I don't believe in God, blah, blah, blah. And now, like a year or two later, I came back to his channel, was looking at it. He's like, my channel is just for Jesus now. It's like, this is what I was, and I was doing good stuff, but now it's like only Jesus all the time. Like, let me tell you about what he did. And it's like, this is crazy. It's beyond me. I don't know how to explain all these things. God is so good. One time I went to the DI. There was no hats I wanted, and that's cool because like things can work out another time. And I might have the iPhone storage run out. One day I'll have like a nice camera, and I'll have like a crew, and it'll be great, and I'll just get to do my thing. And people that have been watching my journey, like, whoa, what's going on? It's like, that was God. That was not Dallin. Dallin is this imperfect, sharpened instrument that's trying his hardest to not stumble and be a fool with this very short time he has on earth. Yes, I got this Sprinkle World hat. I found out that it's like a sprinkler place here close by, and I'm like, bro, I gotta go there and be like, dude, I got this, dude, and I get to live, and I get to go to Sprinkler World. Oh my gosh, like one day I'll take my like future son to Sprinkler World, and I'll tell him about being working on a potato farm and the sprinklers there, and how I got completely soaked the first day. It was so crazy. Yeah, I didn't have a podcast back then. That was over 5 years ago. I've recently had my podcast like starting to get more traction. It's like the wildest thing ever. Like lately the downloads have like consistently been going up, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this is cool. You just cannot afford to let your vision die for 1 second, because that's exactly what Satan wants. He wants you to let go of God's hand right before the miracle happens. And it's crazy, so crazy, because I say stuff in videos, and then later it happens in my life, or I say like, be careful about this, and then that's the exact temptation I fall to. And it's like, it's beyond me at this point. And I've just been so wound up, like it's like literally 2 a.m. and I'm just working. I'm trying to figure out, how do I build in this basement season? I'm getting a new laptop soon, so I think that will be a game changer. Then I'm going to get like a new, nicer computer over there. I'll show you kind of what it looks like if you want to see. Yeah, over there somewhere. Get a nicer, get like a nice TV. And then I'll just get to like vibe it. I'm planning on writing like, I'd like to write at least 2 or 3 books here, maybe poetry books and then some other books. Like, we got to get to work. It has to happen. And working for my friend Sarp is great, but it's like, God has been like reminding me, like, this the stepping stone. That's all it is. There's an older couple that lives above me, and I pray I do not wake them up. But I'm just like so like, the energy is crazy. It's crazy. And I've had so many times where somebody's been like cutting my wings, bro. This is my bicep, but it's like cutting the wings down, man. I had times on my mission, my 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where I had a missionary companion. You'd like be with them basically like 24/7, you know, you like sleep in different beds, whatever. But it's like, you go out and preach the gospel together, and I did that in Idaho, and it was great. But I had times where they're like, dude, that doesn't work. You're crazy, blah, 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 blah. And then I had times where I got to be the person that they would like later, and I was like, I'm not gonna ever do that. And then lo and behold, I have somebody like tell me some different ideas, and I'm like, all right, let's try it. It may not work, let's try it, because I know what it feels like to have your wings cut down. Or somebody say the wings are not there. No. No. They're so real. Like, goodness gracious, please see them. It's crazy. I really think that people are going to have more experiences where they'll finally be able to see they've had wings this entire time. So it's really wild. So I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for this platform. I'm grateful I can get this out. And I just had the thought too. I was on my laptop. I was watching some videos of different Christian influencers and business people and whatever, just like give me some perspective. And I have a photographic memory, so sometimes I need something else. Like, it's best to create, obviously, but it's also nice to get some inspiration and have some inspirational stuff, and have associations with different things and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it's humbling. But yeah, I had the thought when I was doing that. It's like, you have to be okay with making this long video and like nobody watch it for like a decade. You have to be okay with that, because today I just got to get this out for future Dallin or whoever the world is going to listen to this or watch this. Your life is priceless. You cannot afford to waste a single second of it. I'm single as can be right now, and that's completely fine and wonderful. It's humbling though, because I am having girls like more actively like reach out to me, and it happened tonight. And it's just like, no, it's not gonna work. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work out. Yeah, it's just not a thing. My standard is, it's like sky high. So yeah, if you're not willing to meet me where I'm at, it's just not gonna work. And yeah, I've also had I've had very strong spiritual experiences in terms of girls and stuff. I've had times where the Spirit told me, hey, I know that this girl's interested in you. Do not entertain any of it. She's going to be married soon. And then she wasn't dating anybody. 6 months later, well, maybe like 7 or 8 months later, she's married. You know, like a month or so later, she met this guy. 6 months later, she's married. But she was crazy about me for a little bit. And I was just like, And a lot of times for girls, that makes them crazier, but it's fine. It's fine. God is very aware of me and my abilities and my lack of abilities. One thing I'm able to do is listen. That's one thing I'm very good at. So, you know, I have some friends that are girls that God has certainly put in my path, and they can help me out. Hopefully I can help them out too. But yeah, I had one who's kind of going through a little difficult time, and yeah, I got to talk to her a little bit, and that was just a beautiful thing. And she's just grateful I'm a good friend. So it's like, that's beautiful. It's like God is teaching me just, there's so many wonderful things. I gotta say this too, because it was so crazy. I just couldn't even at all. So I went to this bouncy place, trampoline place last night, and it was great. And if I had an editor or something, this will happen in the future, obviously, but if I had one, then I'd have some clips. But I have some clips. I'll make some shorts. So there'll be a couple things. And it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. And after that, I almost missed it. But there's this custodian guy, and he stood out to me like gold. Like, he's gold. Go talk to him. He's gold. And everybody's gold. So I was like, all right. So I was about to get in the car. There's always opposition to doing a great thing. So I just told the person who's driving the car, hey man, I really want to go talk to that custodian real fast. And he's like, all right, go for it. So I went and did that and talked with him. I have an email list, tell people I share my journey, just encourage people in their walk with Christ and such. So talked to him a little bit, shared a poem, wasn't super great. He listened to it, talked a little bit about his life, what he's going through and whatever. He's in school, just saving up money, making $10 an hour, living life. And yeah, then I asked him if he had any words of advice. And he said, sometimes the fastest, direct way is not the best way to what you want and what you want in life. And I was like, at that point, I knew it was God telling me, it's like, you do not want something fast and whatever when it comes to a relationship or a business deal or anything. You don't want that. You want something you can cultivate and cherish over time. Yeah. So I'm chill with however it works out. I really am. I'm chill with whatever. I'm chill with being the millionaire uncle at 32, still unmarried. I'm chill with whatever happens. I really am. I'm at that point now. But there's been little times where I'm at low points and Satan really just kind of is like, hey man, that this hasn't happened yet. And, like, yeah, dude, are you really what you think you are? Are you really what God? Are you really? I made a newsletter about this a while ago. I can link it in the show or the description or whatever. But it was basically about how Satan is after two things mainly. Two things. One, it is how you see yourself of your divine identity as a child of God. And number two, your cravings to like do things like for food, love, and all these other different things. He's after all of that. Because if he can distort that, then you can get in a completely, like, look at my head, like a completely different path. Also, by the way, this is a curtain. It goes to, we'll just do a little tour. Why not? It goes to absolutely nowhere. So don't follow Satan into the nowhere. It's like, there's nothing here, man. It's like, this is stupid. Why would you do anything? There's nothing here, man. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're going back into the light. All my stuff. This is place. I got this actually at the store too. Oh, yeah. Keep walking, keep believing, keep trusting and stuff. I can't really read it backwards, but it just says heaven is cheering you on today, tomorrow, and forever. I've been feeling that recently. I've really felt the Lord like 200% saying like down, like you gotta be more considering of your future kids and stuff, bro. Like for real, it's a real thing. So I guess we're moving around. Yeah, this is where I write and stuff. This is where I do cold calls, whatever right now. It's my journal. I have sticky notes on it, so if I need to rip one off and give it to somebody, help them out, I do. This is a thing I got pretty recently. It's about the family proclamation to the world. So it's good stuff. I come from a really great family, so I gotta keep that going. Find a wonderful girl who comes from a great family, hopefully, and such. God's got it all figured out. We're just chilling. We're doing this little vloggy thingy at like 2 a.m. We're vibing. I got all these books recently, and like, I literally would open up a book, and it was like, it was literally like, make sure you take care of your heart and take care of your soul so you don't fall into lust or anything like that. And it's just like, I just opened up to a random page, and I'm like, God, this is too real. Please help. Please send help. Oh, and that book is gone. It just slipped through the cracks. I found this. It's like a textbook. I wasn't going to get it, but again, every page I opened up to was about like the brain. It's like helping out the brain. Just open up this random page in this college textbook, just random word. To sum up, the mind's subsystems are localized in particular brain regions, yet the brain acts as a unified whole. I just ran up random page. That's what we got. So, yeah, I guess we're doing a tour at like 2 a.m. Let's go. So, I live in this basement. I get this whole little basement to myself. There's a young couple that lives over there. We're not going to wake them up. Yeah, why not? So, here we go. This is the bathroom. And this is the shower that is. You see me? And you see this? Do you want to see like this? This is too short. This is way too short, bro. I'm just giving you a little thing. Like I am way over this. Like this. You see? You see this? This is like this, and it's tallest. I I'm under low ceilings right now, at least when it comes to this shower. One day it will not be that way. We're just vibing. Dude, it's almost 20 minutes. Yeah, dude. So that's that. We just gotta love it. Just gotta love it. This is my basement season, bro. It's crazy to be living on my own. I'll tell you that much. Here's the super loud random furnace room that's way too loud. Sometimes it interrupts my podcast recordings. Not cool. I gotta show you this. All right, so the lights in here don't really work right now. It's fine. I found this lamp for like $7, so that's great. Here's my Ask hat that I wear pretty much everywhere. Right now we're wearing the Sprinkle World shirt, of course. There's the Echo device on the ground. There's some church stuff, random clothes. There's my bed. It's great. This is the thing I wanted to show you. There's some problem with the flooring. I'm gonna have to talk about it. So let's just talk about it. So you can see it's wet here. It's super wet. I don't know why. See my hand? It's like really, really wet. So like if I like try to I have long arms so I could get stuff out. It's just a little bit of a nuisance. So just like getting out stuff, my feet get extremely automatically soaked. So yeah, we just did this little tour thing. It's so wet. It reminds me of one of my apartments on my missionary apartments, where something happened with the floor and stuff from outside. So it has to be something outside. So I'm trying to remember. On my mission, there was like some chickens stuff. My feet are getting absolutely soaked. Look, right here, like right next to the bed. It's like super wet. Here's my view of nothing. It's great. I love this place so much. Like I had so many doors shut for this to work out. So yeah, this is the tour though. Yeah, look at me. Woo, yeah, we're vibing. Yeah, so there we go. We can make a bunch of shorts out of this. But yeah, this is the view. I mean, it's crazy because God shut doors for me to live in this one little room. I get this room, and I get this room to record in and do stuff and jump and do whatever. It's like, yeah. I live on the basement floor, which means I'm not waking anybody up and stuff. Well, it's good to get all this out. This is my longest video, at least that's not a podcast, on the channel now, so that's cool. Oh, I also have this closet that has stuff, nothing really in it. So, fun little story. I was so cold in here like last month, and then I just was kind of praying and I needed some warmth. Found this bad boy, so that's great. Sometimes I use this while I'm sitting here, I'm cold. And lately I've been watching the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime because some reason it's really good. I've been taking lots of notes of it. And that's like, I'm not even lying. Like, I have all these drawers really helps too. Yeah, dude, like literally, this is episode 16, a Gruff Fact to Follow. I have all these notes. I'm a note taker. I take notes on like basically everything. This is from Pokemon! People think I'm nuts, but it's just my vibe. Living at going to Sprinkle World and everything like that. God is good. Families are forever. I look at that like almost every day. So God is preparing me for my future family for real. Right now, I just don't got no money. I do have enough money to pay for rent here. I'm getting a new laptop soon. That's because I'm working for my friend's startup. One of these days I'll have what's it called? I'll have a new microphone still because my other podcasting mic is at home. Whatever, the other thing I was going to say is gone. I don't know what it was. It's gone. So for future Dallin, I want to make sure I enjoy my time on the stairs more. Because I have my own stairs, bro. These are my stairs, bro. I can just sit here and chillax, read scriptures, and vibe. Fun fact. So... it's literally like, I'm not even kidding. Let's look at what time it is. Dude, let's look at, I gotta take my watch off. So you know I'm not joking, bro. This is real. This is as raw, this is really as raw as it gets. See that? It's like It's like 3 a.m. I have my clock set 20 minutes late or late, to help me get on time to things. But yeah, there's one time where I was like excited for whatever